So my friends, it is officially February and this fine year we have entered ourselves into. And you know what that means, that's right, it is the month of the Roblox Bloxy Awards. Except February is just when the live stream happens, and then all of the voting stuff and nominee announcements happen throughout the month of January. But just one more time, really quickly, let's take a look at what the current month is. Oh yeah, but as you can see, it's still February. And I mean, unless I just completely lost all of my memory from January 2020 specifically, then it seems to me like none of that Bloxy stuff happened. But guys, before we go any further, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe so we can get to 220,000. It takes barely 1 second and you know how much it helps me out. So after doing a little bit of research just now, it turns out that the voting for the nominations for the 6th annual Bloxy Awards actually opened up on the 26th of October in 2018. And just to point it out, the 6th annual Bloxy Awards was in fact the 2019 live stream, which is even more crazy than I originally thought, mainly because we are no longer half a month late with the voting stage, but we now seem to be almost 4 months late with that part of the Bloxies. And if that wasn't bad enough for you, I also figured out through a little bit of research that the vote for the 6th annual Bloxy Awards finalist was announced on the 17th of November in 2018, and that is all of the nominations and finalists voting stuff completed and out of the way. Like, at that point, all that was left was the actual awards livestream itself, and even that took place on the 23rd of February in 2019. And I mean, not to 100% confirm that Roblox themselves have decided to completely cancel the Bloxies this year, because truth be told, I have absolutely no idea. Guys, I wasn't even gonna bother mentioning the fact that Roblox haven't said anything to us about this, because I don't even think it comes as a surprise anymore, to be honest, but I'll say it just to confirm anyway. No one from Roblox has officially said a single word about anything regarding the 2020 Bloxy Awards. Whether they truly are cancelled or whether they will somehow happen is completely out of my current knowledge. I've seen that a whole lot of different people have been mentioning how they think that the voting stage of the Bloxies will be completely removed this year, but they think the awards livestream will in fact happen. Now, you may be wondering, how could Roblox possibly award people if they didn't even have us vote for who we think deserves those awards? Well, the people who think the voting stage could be removed also think that Roblox will do 100% of the voting for us. Or in other words, Roblox will just choose who they want to give the award to and then do that and have the audacity to call it the Bloxies. But one more time, I do want to make sure that I'm very clear on making this point. I have absolutely zero idea on whether that will actually happen. I have no idea if the 2020 Bloxies are cancelled or whether they will somehow happen. I just think this is another great example of why Roblox keeping key and consistent communication with their players is so incredibly important, and yet we just don't see that. Every now and then we'll get a dev forum post with an update, or we even recently got a tweet from Roblox addressing the shutting down rumours. Honestly, they are all revolutionary moments in the history of Roblox, but that's because they don't happen all the time. Anyways, back to the whole cancelled Bloxies situation. Look, I completely understand that Roblox removed events and the Bloxy Awards are absolutely an event, but they managed to bring back the egg hunts because that was what people were most upset about, which I'm obviously very, very grateful for, because I've always said that the egg hunts are my favourite Roblox event of all time, but alongside that, sitting at a very close second is the Bloxy Awards. And you know, the first ever Bloxies was in 2013, so for myself to have been there to witness every single awards livestream take place, it's admittedly very strange to possibly see them just disappear this year, and especially without anyone saying a single word about it. So right now it just kinda seems like unless Roblox is somehow gonna open original nominee voting, then close it and read and count every single vote up, then open the finalist voting, then close it and count the final votes to find the Bloxy winners, set up an entire livestream with hosts and presenters, and literally everything else needed for the live stream all within the next 20 days or so, I think it's safe to say that the Bloxies probably won't be happening this year. Either that, or the people who think Roblox will skip on the voting stage this year and just decide the winners for themselves were right all along. In other words, we might get the Bloxies, but absolutely not like we are used to. But the saddest part about all of this is if Roblox don't care about all the upset and negative feedback that this is gonna cause, those, then I think it's likely we'll never get another Bloxy Awards ever again, which then just makes me think, like, at that point I'd even take the whole no voting and Roblox chooses all the winners kind of situation. You know, just anything so that we don't all have to sit here and watch the Bloxies cease to exist like it never even existed in the first place. I also think it's such a fun and amazing thing for the whole Roblox community to momentarily unite as one and just sit and watch this Bloxy Awards livestream together. I'm really not the biggest fan of live streams, but every single year I've always been so excited to sit and watch through the entire Bloxy stream. Purely just the thought of Roblox well and truly cancelling the Bloxy Awards for good is already kind of sad and scary enough, but I think it's the fact that literally no one knows what's going on. If Roblox straight up just told us, yeah, the Bloxies aren't happening, sorry, then perhaps it could be easier to deal with and not just leave us endlessly hoping for the Bloxies to somehow happen, only for us to eventually be met with the inevitable disappointment. Or if Roblox straight up just told us, yeah, the Bloxies will happen, just be patient, that could work too. Like, I'm not completely against that idea. Roblox, please just host the 2020 Bloxy Awards. But I'm gonna say this, we are now 4 months late from when the voting was opened up during the last year's Bloxies, and we are also just 20 days away from when the last year's Bloxy Award livestream actually took place. So if you want my honest opinion on this, I really do think this is it for this particular event. I mean, it was always kinda low-key expected anyway, since Roblox did state that they are removing every single event, both monthly and seasonal, but I just think a little hopeful part of us all always wished that they would give exceptions to the Bloxies and the egg hunts. I suppose we already struck a miracle with getting the egg hunts back, maybe asking for the Bloxies too would be too much, but you see the way my luck with YouTube usually goes, after uploading this video, the Bloxy Awards will probably get announced or something like that. Either that or they'll get announced before I even get the chance to upload this video. Yeah, that's usually how my luck goes with videos like this. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of Roblox possibly cancelling the Bloxy Awards. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.